What's going on, fam? What's going on, people? Second video. Uh, actually missed the cooking, watching my son, everything. Name is Dad Chronicles, so this is a normal day. But um, I actually had a topic, and I kind of wanted some feedback, and I wanted to see if anyone else felt like this. But I was talking to my mother the other day, and she told me to watch something black as fuck on Netflix. Great show. But there was one point that they were talking about where the daughter was talking about her father, and she was talking about how he's more of a negative person. He's like he has that type of personality, and she called it the curse of the black father. Yeah, the curse of the black father. So it just struck me because I had never thought that who would think that there's a curse of being a father at all. It's one of the greatest gifts from God. Gotta say, it's one of the days when I had my son, it made me grow up. It made me see that there's more to life and things like that. But I never, there were certain feelings that I didn't realize and certain outlooks that I didn't realize that this term, whether it be a real thing or a wrong thing, because I did look it up, research it, never saw it used anywhere else, but it generalized certain things. So let me talk about it a little bit, and then in the comments, definitely let me know what you think. The way she explained it was just like the outlook on how people see black men as fathers. That we're deadbeats. We're not there. We walk out. We have multiple children with multiple women, and we don't take care of our children. We're out here smoking, drinking, drugging. It's just basically I think of it more as the curse of the black man, not just the black father. But we'll look at it. We'll use the black father title just because that's what this channel is about. Um, it kind of hit me and it hurt me. Caught me off guard, but I can see where it's coming from. Whenever you look at the media, you look at different places, you look at different TV shows, you always see black man portrayed as the guy that walked out on his family. Black man portrayed as the guy that doesn't take care of his responsibilities. He's all about himself. Even when you see a successful black man, he's probably selfish and an asshole. He's a jerk. He is doing somebody wrong. We can never be portrayed as positive black men. And I think the last positive black man that everyone loved was Bill Cosby. And you saw what happened with that. Of course, Barack Obama, things like that, but they're so few and far between. But in the reality, if you look it up, black men and minority men, black, Spanish, we're all men of African descent. We're multiple. How do I say it? And percentage-wise, we're higher. Parents, we do take care of our children a lot more than our white counterparts. We're more attentive, and being that there was a whole generation, my generation before that, was without our parents, our fathers for the most part. I think that taught us to be more attentive. It made us not want to be those deadbeats and whatever it is. And I don't like the title deadbeat because we don't know what's going on with men. You don't know what's going on in the psyche. You don't know what's happening. So to just call somebody a deadbeat and write them off, it's like, okay, well, how do you even go about doing that? Do you know if he was being scared to be a father is a real thing? Being scared of responsibility is a real thing. I myself was not ready to be a father when I became a father, but it made me grow up. Even after I became a father, I had my fears of was I doing it right. I needed a woman around me to help me do it better. I needed someone to teach me how to be a father. I didn't have a man that was there that could tell me what I was supposed to do because my father wasn't around. And it wasn't until the current years where I got back into church and I started to realize that no one knows what they're doing, and even you do need role models and people to model yourself after, but even them they're human. So just because they made a choice, that choice isn't going to work for you. But when you have kids and you think of the scary parts of making the right decision and things like that, it's just it's crazy. And me as a single parent, it's just like, it's on me. Thank God I have my family and things like that, but it is a scary thing. So I commend all the fathers out there. I'm never one to say, speak from a holier than thou situation. Yes, by the grace of God, I was able to do things and take care of my son, but there were rough times. There were times where I didn't know what was going to happen next, but I just had faith that it was all going to work out. So this video is really just to big up all the men out there, big up all the women that are not be using children as pawns and are supporting black men, and big up all the strong black women, because I understand that we are not easy to deal with. Y'all aren't either, but I'll own our part. We a lot of times, we feel so beat down by the world, and we feel so underappreciated that we don't know how to. We get a chip on our shoulder, and we don't know how to just accept criticism. We don't know how to accept um, just constructive criticism. We're not to accept anything, any type of dialogue. We don't know how to communicate our feelings, things like that. I get told all the time that when criticism comes at me, I get defensive just because the world is always beating you down. It's kind of hard to accept someone that you love that's supposed to be around you and to build you up that has something bad to say about you, even if it is not malicious. But let me know how you feel. Let me know if you think the curse of the black father or the black man is a real thing. Let me know what you think we can do to try to change it in ourselves. This is one of the things I'm doing to try to change it myself. The dialogue has to be had. We have to talk about the problems that black men are going through, because I don't think that people do really realize how much we take in. A lot of times the black man is seen to be so strong and cool and things of that nature, but we are not. We're not robots, or we act like nothing phases us, but we're not robots. So it's like, okay, well, we have to let it out somehow, and this is my outlet. I hope you guys enjoy it, and let me know what you think.